Hey there, arcade enthusiasts, Papa Brad here. Diving into the enchanted world of Crystal Castles, Atari's 1983 arcade gem. The game stands out for its unique gameplay and captivating history. Crystal Castles was the brainchild of Franz Lanzinger, a mathematician turned game developer who joined Atari in 1982. Initially tasked with creating a game similar to Asteroids, Lanzinger's experimentation with 3D backgrounds led to the birth of Crystal Castles. This was his first game development project, and it became a classic in arcade history. The game features Bentley Bear, originally named Braveheart Bear. Concerns about the cultural sensitivity prompted Atari's marketing team to rename him, leading to the company-wide contest that resulted in the name Bentley Bear. The character navigates 16 unique mazes, collecting gems while evading a variety of enemies, including the wicked Berthilda the Witch. One of the game's standout features is its use of a trackball controller, inspired by Lanzinger's appreciation for games like Centipede and Millipede. This choice allowed him for precise and fluid movement, enhancing the gameplay experience. Despite suggestions to switch to a joystick, Lanzinger insisted on a trackball, believing that it was integral to the game's design. Crystal Castles was way ahead of its time, featuring warp zones that allowed skilled players to skip levels, a concept that predated similar mechanics in games like Super Mario Bros. Additionally, it was among the earliest arcade games to offer a definitive ending, providing players with a sense of accomplishment upon completion. Another neat thing about Crystal Castles is it uses a lot of classical music. When you get that last gem, it plays the March from the Nutcracker by Tchaikovsky. But there's all kinds of classical music throughout the game, and that adds to its charm. Another unique thing about Crystal Castles is its use of perspective. During the time this was made, the designer was fascinated with the works of M.C. Escher. So the actual design of the levels is very much like the M.C. Escher artwork. Another interesting thing about Bentley Bear is Atari doesn't really have a mascot, but Bentley Bears kind of stood in as a kind of unofficial Atari mascot. There's no Mario or Sonic for Atari, but they do have Bentley Bear. Then, of course, there's the cabinet design, which I always thought was iconic. This is kind of an iconic early 80s arcade. And every time I see one of these out in the wild when I'm at a retro arcade, I have to play it a few times. There's just something about it that I really like. It really puts you in that time period of the 1980s. If you have any stories about Crystal Castles, leave them in the comments of this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. After its arcade release, Crystal Castles was ported to several home systems, including the Atari 2600. Let's check that out. While the home versions couldn't fully capture the arcade's graphics and trackball precision, they introduced Bentley Bear's adventures to a broader audience. I would like to point out that Crystal Castles, the Atari arcade game, and the 2600 game are both on the Legends Ultimate CE-HD, which is the new Legends Ultimate available at the Sam's Club. I've been thoroughly enjoying this multicade. Franz Lanzinger's journey with Atari was brief yet impactful. Following a dispute over residuals from home conversions, he left the company. Although a sequel to Crystal Castle was conceptualized and never came into fruition. Lanziger later developed a similar game, Gubble, in 1997, carrying forward the legacy of innovative maze games. Bentley Bear's legacy didn't end with Crystal Castles. He appeared in educational programs like Bentley Bear's Magical Math for the Atari ST, as a playable character in the Atari Carts game for the Atari Jaguar. In 2024, Atari announced a sequel titled Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest for the updated 7800 Plus console, bringing this beloved character back into the spotlight. Check out some gameplay footage of Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest, played right here on my Atari 7800 Plus. You can also find a great review of the 7800 Plus on Papa Brad's Gaming, so be sure to check out that review. The Atari Mania game also had a very cool cameo of Bentley Bear. So the modern Atari is doing a lot with Bentley Bear, and I really like what today's Atari is doing, releasing these retro consoles and just bringing back classic Atari icons. This game obviously is very different from the arcade Crystal Castles. Consider this more of like a platformer, similar in style to Super Mario Brothers, especially with the fireballs. This is a really fun game. I haven't gotten that far in it. I've only gotten up to about the 3rd level, but I've been enjoying it. And this is a retro pack-in game that you get included with the 7800 Plus. It was originally a homebrew. Once again, I think the modern Atari, they're just making all the right choices. And these are the kind of things that I wanted to see from Atari, at least as a retro gamer. Crystal Castles remains a testament to creativity and innovation of the early 80s arcade games. Its unique design, engaging gameplay, and story behind its creation continue to captivate gamers and historians alike. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the history of Crystal Castles. If you have memories or a high score to share, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more arcade adventures. This has been Papa Brad, reminding you to always stay legit.